Dried beans deserve far more recognition than they typically receive because they combine dense nutrition, economic efficiency, culinary versatility, and long-term stability in a single ingredient. When people refer to beans as a budget protein, that description captures only part of their value. They're a foundational food that supports metabolic health, cardiovascular function, gut integrity, and energy regulation better than many more expensive proteins. Their nutrient profile alone makes them an exceptional choice. A single serving provides a substantial amount of plant protein essential for muscle repair and metabolic resilience, along with abundant dietary fiber that nourishes the microbiome and promotes smoother digestion. This fiber is not just about regularity. It helps feed beneficial bacteria that generate short-chain fatty acids, molecules linked to lower inflammation, improved immune function, and better insulin sensitivity. Beans are also rich in folate for DNA synthesis, iron for oxygen transport, potassium for blood pressure regulation, magnesium for neuromuscular balance, and antioxidants that help counter oxidative stress. Each of these nutrients plays a role in supporting long-term health, and together they form a nutrient package that rivals more expensive animal proteins in function while offering benefits those foods cannot provide. Their metabolic impact is especially noteworthy. Beans' slow-digesting carbohydrates and soluble fiber form a gel-like matrix in the digestive tract that slows glucose absorption and keeps post-meal blood sugar levels steady. This allows the body to handle energy in a more controlled manner, reducing the cycles of spikes and crashes associated with refined carbohydrates. Individuals focused on weight management, prediabetes prevention, or even general energy stability find beans particularly helpful because they extend satiety and help regulate appetite hormones like GLP-1 and PYY. Populations that consume beans regularly, such as those highlighted in many longevity diets, tend to demonstrate lower rates of metabolic disease, which is consistent with the growing understanding that stable glucose regulation and fiber-rich meals can significantly influence long-term chronic disease risk. Their cardiovascular benefits are equally compelling. The soluble fiber in beans binds to bile acids in the digestive system, leading the body to use cholesterol to produce more, which in turn drives LDL levels downward. Combined with their high potassium and magnesium content, beans help maintain healthy blood pressure, support vascular elasticity, and reduce the inflammatory load associated with poor dietary patterns. These effects compound over time, making beans a strategic food for anyone aiming to protect their heart health without relying heavily on supplements or expensive specialty items. On the economic and logistical side, dried beans are unmatched. They are one of the lowest-cost sources of high-quality protein in the global food system, often costing pennies per serving when purchased in bulk. Their shelf life is almost indefinite when kept dry, cool, and sealed, making them indispensable for households that want to build a long-term pantry without worrying about spoilage. At a time when food prices fluctuate and supply chain disruptions are increasingly common, beans offer a sense of stability that few foods can replicate. Historically, they have been critical for food security in both developing and developed regions because they are calorie-efficient, nutrient-dense, and extremely affordable. For individuals managing a tight grocery budget, incorporating beans into weekly meals can dramatically reduce food spending while improving nutrient intake. The culinary potential of dried beans further enhances their value. Each bean variety, black beans, chickpeas, lentils, kidney beans, pinto beans, mung beans, and dozens more, brings different textures and flavor profiles that adapt to nearly any cuisine. They absorb seasonings beautifully and can serve as the core of soups, salads, stews, curries, dips, patties, and slow-cooked meals. Cooks can prepare them in bulk, portion them into reusable containers, and use them throughout the week, multiplying their time and cost efficiency. With proper soaking or pressure cooking, dried beans become tender and digestible while retaining superior flavor compared with canned varieties. Their compatibility with rice, corn, tortillas, quinoa, millet, and other grains not only enhances taste, but also completes the amino acid profile, transforming them into a fully balanced protein. This natural pairing has sustained societies for centuries and remains a model of nutritional synergy. Beyond daily cooking, beans play an important role in sustainability and global resource management. They enrich soil through nitrogen fixation, require far less water and land to produce than animal protein, and offer a low-carbon alternative that aligns with modern environmental goals. For communities thinking about resilience, climate stability, and food independence, beans stand out as a strategic and responsible choice. Their combination of high nutrition, minimal environmental impact, and exceptional affordability makes them one of the most efficient foods available for both household use and broader food systems planning. Altogether, dried beans are uniquely positioned at the intersection of nutrition science, economic practicality, and long-term sustainability. They nourish the body with fiber, protein, minerals, and antioxidants. They help regulate blood sugar and cardiovascular health. They support digestive and metabolic stability. They store safely for years without refrigeration, and they offer some of the lowest cost per serving of any nutrient-rich food. When emphasizing beans as a complete budget protein, the message is clear. These are not merely a thrifty choice, but a strategic investment in long-lasting health and security. Their role in long-term food planning is profound, and their nutritional impact grows with consistent use. In a world where individuals seek both affordability and wellness, dried beans remain one of the most powerful tools for meeting both goals simultaneously.